fellow dreamers. In today's video, I am putting a Facebook video to the test. I actually shared this video on my Facebook page yesterday just because I thought it was the coolest thing ever and I had to share it and I wanted to try it, and I'm now putting it to the test and seeing if it actually works. So basically what this video shows is this person making custom labels to label jars or tubs or whatever you have using a printer, packing tape, some water, and some scissors, and that's it. So these are items that most of us have in the house. I already had them in my house, so I was like, why not? I'm gonna put this to the test and see if it works. So let's go check it out. So first you want to print off your label on a piece of just normal paper on a normal printer, and then you're going to take some packing tape and put it over top. Now you're going to want to try to really transfer that ink to the packing tape. So you want to rub over the top of it. And so I'm using a handle of scissors, but the Facebook video used a popsicle stick. I just didn't have any popsicle sticks in my house. So I figured the handle of scissors would work pretty okay. So I'm just making sure that I get all of the ink really rubbed in there, and then I'm just going to cut my label out. Now, according to the video, it doesn't really matter if you have any paper on the outside of your label or not. Like, you can cut it really close. It really doesn't make any difference. So then you put the label into some lukewarm water for 1 minute. It'll curl itself up there. And then you gently turn it over and try to rub the paper off of the packing tape. Now, I was concerned that the packing tape would lose its stickiness after doing this, but it really, it lost a little bit, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Like, it still sticks just fine. Like, it's not even a concern. My concern, actually, was the ink transferring to the paper. I was like, there's a whole lot of ink coming up on this paper. Is this supposed to happen? But, it looked okay in the bowl. I don't know, but I could kind of see that the ink from the printer was sort of washing away a little bit. So here's the end result. Nowhere near as dark as what the Facebook video showed. So I was like, what is going on? So I went back to the Facebook video and I read folks' comments underneath, and apparently if you use a laser printer, this works. If you use an inkjet printer like what I have, the water washes away the ink. So I got this grandiose idea. Okay, well, I'm gonna try again. I'm going to trace over the letters that I just printed off on my printer with a Sharpie, because I figured, okay, Sharpie is waterproof. That's gonna be closer to what a laser printer would be. Maybe, I have no idea. So I traced my label letters with a Sharpie, knowing that Sharpie was waterproof. This was just one of the fine point, standard Sharpies. And I followed the same exact steps from before. I put my packing tape right on top, smoothed it down, and then took the handle of my scissors and rubbed over the letters, trying to transfer as much ink this time as I possibly could, and cut it out. And then I filled up my bowl with the lukewarm water again and put the label right in the water. Also, again, same time for 1 minute. Just let it soak there. So after the minute had passed, let's hope that this works. So I unrolled the label and started gently, really gently, peeling the paper off. And again, the label itself, the little packing tape part, was still plenty sticky, so that wasn't a big deal. I got slightly concerned because I saw some ink transferring to the paper, and I thought, okay, is this even working? I have no idea. You can see that it is, though, a little bit darker. All right, I still wasn't pleased. It's okay. It's not great. It didn't look anywhere near what the Facebook video did, so I decided to use this bottom label here pretty much as a stencil. So I took my Sharpie again and I traced over the letters pretty much as a stencil. And this time, it actually looked then just like the Facebook video. So there's no way I would be able to just do this free-handed on my own. So yeah, so there we go. And it made, I think, a pretty cute label once everything was said and done. It just took me a few extra steps that the Facebook video did not need to take. But there's the final result. You can see how much darker that is compared to the label on the top that I did with just following the Facebook instructions as is.
but I'm pretty pleased with how that looks now.
So here are some final thoughts. Would I do this project again? I would. I wouldn't if this was a jar that was going to be underneath a sink hiding somewhere that nobody would see. I'd probably just take a Sharpie and write on a piece of tape baking soda. But I have horrible handwriting. And so if this is going to be out in public, like out displayed in my house, I absolutely would do this to make a custom label. I'd find some cute font or whatever, kind of like this one. I think this is really kind of cute and clean. I would absolutely do this. Now, since I don't have a laser printer, I can't skip the step of tracing over this with a Sharpie marker because you can't really see it. If I had a laser printer, I would probably do this way more often than I'm going to do. But I'm glad I put it to the test because, I mean, look how cute. I think that's cute. There's no way I would be able to just freehand this cute little font on a jar like this. There's no way. My handwriting, my family will tell you, is just atrocious. It's awful. So, does it work? If you have the right printer. If you don't have the right printer, it works as a stencil, so might be good for some projects. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today, and I hope you enjoyed this experiment. If you haven't already and you'd like to, hit that button down below, subscribe so you never miss a Daily Dreamland video. Kiss someone you love today, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Ciao.